Hello, my crafty friends. It's Same Six Wednesday. This is for January of 2022. Wow, where's the time gone? This is the last month of our Same Six Wednesday, and next month I'll do a flip through. But this is the end of this 6 months. So anyway, this month Tanya McGuire sent us goodies for this month, and so I'm fixing to look at those. I do want to tell you that if you haven't seen one of these before, what you do is you look in the description box below my video, and there will be links to each of the other 5 ladies who are doing this with us, and you just go to whoever's next, whoever's at the top of that list, and then you click, when you get to her video, you go to whoever's at the top of that list, and you do that all the way around. And when you get back to me, you know that you made it through everybody. Okay. And thanks, Tanya, for putting this together. I don't know if I've actually said that or not, but I do appreciate it. I really do. I enjoy doing this. Okay. She says, hi. The painted paper is not one of the 6 items. Just a wrap to hold them all in. Have fun, and thanks for playing. Tanya. So we've got some turquoise and white striped yarn. And we've got a little, I don't know what you call these, but you clamp papers like into file folders and things with these. You can use it instead of a staple or whatever. And a napkin, more turquoisey. Well, let's do this. And some gold paper. And it's real sparkly, but it's not glittery. I mean, there's nothing to come off on your hand. I like that. And then there's some cards. 3 cards. Yep, 3 cards, or a 3-fold. You could make it a 3-fold something, or you can make it, 3 individual cards if you cut them apart. And a time card. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I may use this. I don't know. It's pretty. So I'm going to stick it over here with my stuff. And this is the page, the only page left. So this is where we're going to work. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4 areas for pockets. So probably I'm going to do, I could just take this apart and make one of them in a booklet, and I could cut this in half and make it into 2 things. But probably I'll take this apart and make each one of them a tag to go in each of these pockets. That just works out so well, since I've got 3 more pockets and 3 of these. So that's really interesting. It's like 1 week, like a planner thing, but it's just for 1 week, and it's on cardstock. That's really interesting. Okay. So I think I'm going to start by, let's start by thinking about background, because we definitely have to have a background. And this would, see how, they won't do the whole background. Actually, I could get it to, if I do each one of them separate and leave some space around them, and then take what goes down in here. Okay, I don't know. Let's see what would happen if we take it like this, and then like this. Then we can have 4 pieces, and they'll go down far enough under there. So I think that's what we're going to do. And a couple of them these 2 will need to be a little shorter, so I can take off the white there. Okay, let's start there. Let's start there. I may add some more turquoise onto this because we've got, these turquoisey things. I'm going to use these um, maybe in my tags, for the fibers that come out of the tags. That makes sense to me. One thing I hadn't thought about is, will this fit? It will fit in there. So I think I'll use this on this one. Maybe I'll make this one into a notepad. That would be fun. Okay, we can think about that as we go. Right now, I want to see what okay, let's trim that off. Like that. And let's see if this will go. Nope, we'll need to trim it off some. It'll have a little bit bigger border than the others, but I'm okay with that. Okay, come on. It'll have a bigger border on this side. Okay, we've got this one like this. So let's make this one kind of match it. Okay. So we've got those two. And we want to do the same thing over here. See if, well, that's way out of your vision. Sorry about that. Okay, this one's a little bit too wide for that spot, just barely. So I'm just going to take off a tiny bit. Okay. Here's this one. And we've got one more over here. We'll trim that off. Okay. See if it'll fit down in there. Okay, I need to trim it a little bit more. Okay, let's all right. So here are our backgrounds. I like that. I do think I want to add some more turquoise onto them before I put them in there. Not sure why. I just think they're not as turquoise as this is, and definitely not as turquoise as this is. And I want them to, well, it looks good though. But I still think I'm going to add a little just because it'll be fun. Okay, and I may do that with ink. Trying to think. Okay, I've got the orange that's kind of already around there that I'm going to accentuate. And then I've got this that's the closest thing to turquoise as I have. And I decided that I don't want to go over these, but I am going to ink them pretty heavy. And I also found this that I think I want to put down here. So I'll probably ink it with this also, just because that'll make it go together. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to start. Put that up there. And I'm going to move these up here and add some more of this ink. Oops. Let's just go ahead and go. Down here, because I'm just adding more on the edges because we're going to have paper in the middle. So let's go ahead and do the edges there too. Okay. Need to go down there. Okay. That's a lot, but most of it's going to be covered up with this. And I'm going to this down at the bottom here, probably won't even see, but well, see, yeah, messy. I didn't intend to be that messy, and now I'm wondering if that looks bad that way. Well, it is what it is, because that's what we've got. So if it's too much, then we'll just have too much everywhere. So y'all tell me if you think it's too much ink. Y'all know I like a lot of ink, so you're probably not surprised that I got it all messy. This paper's kind of thin and it doesn't want to Now, if I put it down on something and use something, a tool of some sort, it would probably be better. But we're just gonna embrace the inky mess and pretend we like it. And maybe we will like it. I think I'm liking it better the more I do. The more it begins to look like it was done on purpose, the more I like it. Okay. There's that. Now we need to make pieces to go in these spots. I don't need this because I think I want to tear them. Let's move this out of the way. Put this up. Let's put something else in the spot where that was. And now I can't get it to go back in there. Okay, I'm going to set this right there. I think we're going to tear it right there. And okay, so we'll do a piece here. And then we will do a piece here. And let's make these about the same height. I think I'm actually going to take off so that this will be the beginning, and it'll kind of look like it goes on across, even though it doesn't. It's not the same music, but we're going to pretend. And okay. Now then, we're going to bring this back down here, and I'm going to ink around all of these. I'm getting my hands really beautiful, aren't I? I like the torn edges because they show up really well when you ink them. Okay. Now it'll take me a few minutes to glue all this down. So I'm going to pause the video and do that and then come back, and maybe that'll keep the video from getting too long. Okay, there's everything glued down, and I went ahead and cut this apart so I can have a tag to go in each one. And I cut this shorter. It's still going to be taller than the others, which I want it to be, but it won't be. It was going to stick all the way up here if I didn't do that. And I'm thinking I may use this on one of them as well. I do want to go ahead and put some paper on this one. And so I've been trying to decide what kind of paper I want to use to make this into a little notepad. So I'm still going to think about that. These I need to cover because they're very white compared to the rest of this stuff. So we're going to work with these. I've got this napkin and I've got this gold paper. We could do this one with the gold. It just like is the exact perfect length. That must mean something, huh? But I think I could do 2 of these with gold. If I do that, and that could be the background for those. And then I could go ahead and use this napkin on these 2. I tend to try to make everything, go samey. And that's why I wanted this one to be taller, since make it different from the others. And then here I go trying to make the 2 of the tags match and 2 of the other 2 tags match. It's okay if they're all different. It really is. Okay. Got glue all over my fingers. That's pretty. And I do like it covering up the time card because I think the time card will show through even more once this is glued down. I like that. Okay, let's just do that. I'm going to put glue on these, and then I'm just going to stick this on them, and then we'll trim it off. Okay, let's go ahead and do this one before it dries. There we go. Oh, you got glue on my arm. Yeah, I like that. And I'm going to turn it and do the white one here because I've got a few little holes in the middle where the napkin didn't want to come off clean. Oops. Okay, let's do this one. Just like that. I really like those. Now I kind of want that to be the background for all of them. I kind of do. Let's see if we can. Hmm. Nope. I think I'm going to let two be enough. Okay, there's one. There's the second one. Okay. And I'm just going to glue these right there. Okay. Let's see, where's the... Okay. I don't know if this glue stick will be enough to glue this on. We're just going to hope it is, and if it's not, then we'll use some art glitter glue. I stuck my arm in the glue again. Okay, let's do this one. Found a dry spot over here. All right, let me get my phone folder. Oh, that did not stick on that edge very well. Okay, probably gonna have to redo the whole thing. Let's go ahead and trim it off, and then we can reglue it. Okay. Let's see about this one. That one's not too bad. Okay. I do need to trim these a little bit because the paper didn't completely cover. That went well. I didn't know how well that was going to work. But it worked well, so yay. Okay. Now then, boy, gluey gluey. I'm going to have to do some thinking here, so I'm going to put those up and then bring this back down. I do need to figure out how to decorate those now, so I know this one's going to have this on it. So that's good. And paper. So that one's pretty much figured out. These three, I got to think about some more. I am going to, on these, put this as their little thing. So I may change the shape of these to more of a tag shape. But I'm going to let those things dry a little bit before I do anything else. Okay. I went ahead and cut these two tag shaped and punched a hole in them. My hole is a little further down than I'd like, but that's the way it is. Okay. Open this up and take it apart before I can. Come on. Ooh, this one got bent, and so it's not. It's not wanting to work. Okay, I tried to fix that and I can't. So what I'm just going to do is just put the whole thing on top, and I'm going to hold it in there with some silver brads and just poke a hole through the papers that I put in there and this. I think that'll be fine. I think that'll be fine. So I need to find papers now to add to this. Okay, I found these three, and I'm going to just cut them down to fit on here. And this is about 3 1/4 by 6. So I don't want these to be that big. We're going to make them about 2 3/4. Let's do some more. So I've got 3 different papers here, and I just did them twice. And so let's see. Let's do it 5 3/4. I think that should fit nicely on here. Okay. Oops. I wasn't thinking about the fact that I might have made that so narrow the brad won't go through it. Nope, it's going to go on either side of it. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. We will make it work. Where's my... Here it is. We're just going to staple these. Actually, I think I'm going to staple them on here. And then we'll just cover up the staples. Cover up the staples with this. So... Okay. Okay, I'm just going to poke a hole on each side of this paper. And now we'll get out a couple of silver brads. Okay, we're going to have to turn the brads kind of to the corner. Otherwise, they'll poke out. So, adapt. Having a hard time holding on to these. Okay, yay. Let's do this about like that. And I think I'm going to actually let this stick out here. I think that looks cute. Okay. And I think for this one, I'm going to put a tab on the top. And I'm going to trim it right there. And right here. And then we will fold it. We'll just fold it in half. That'll be good. We'll add this right here. On this one, I'm going to staple it too. Okay, so there's that. Now we have to just come up with some kind of decoration for these 3. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that, so I'm going to have to think a minute. Okay, I have these sitting around, and I thought they might be fun to add on to these tags. I especially like the idea of this one. So I'm going to trim off the edges here and the top. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and trim off the straight edge on the bottom too. And we're going to glue this on, and then I'll trim off the stuff that's sticking out. So I really like that one. I like these because they're kind of that turquoisey green too, both of these. But I don't know that I want to have 3 of them with exactly the same kind of actually, that one looks kind of good with a border, except it won't have a border on this side. But I could take this border off and glue it on over there. I think I'm going to try that. Okay. We know we need it all the way out to there. And let's hold it here and cut it, because I'll end up cutting it wrong. Okay, there's that. And then I'm going to trim off this border right here and glue it on. Whoops. That one. Well, they're all a little bit different, but they all go together, I think. Maybe if I do this one from this side, or here. Okay, I'm going to think about that and glue these on, and I'll be right back. Okay, I decided to leave this one kind of hanging off. And I like that one in the box. And this one I decided to combine the 2 of them. Put like some colored trees in front of the brown ones. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Oops. Well, okay. I've made a mess down there. Okay, let's see if we can Make sure that sticks down. Luckily that glue will dry clear. Hopefully it'll be clear enough on this sparkly paper. Good grief, Lisa. Oops. I think I'm going to go ahead and trim this one. I think one that sticks out is enough. Enough rebellious trees. Okay, now let's put this little one. Trying to decide where to put it because it's the same as that brown one. I think I'll just put it right there. Okay. I cut those die cuts out a long time ago and I never have used them, so I'm glad to be able to use them. I probably ought to leave these out to dry. And now then I'm going to put, I'm going to put one of these on here. And what I did was just cut that string in half. And I used half of it for that one. And I'm just going to do the same thing here that I did over there, which is fold it in half, and in half, and in half. And then push it through the hole. And I want to be able to get all of these right here. Where the rest of the strings come through them. And I'm just pulling on each of them until I get this to all tighten up. Okay. Seems like part of it's still not wanting to. Okay. Got some tree stuck on there. Okay. And there's that one. So I think I'm happy with that. I do want to write over here. January 2022. Okay. Well, I hope y'all enjoy that. It looks kind of wintry to me, even though there's orange, which isn't necessarily wintry, but I think the trees and the turquoisey kind of helps the wintry look. God bless you, and you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to go down the description box and click on the first link and go find everybody else's videos. Bye-bye.